Hi guys, in this video we are going to build our forensic workstation and we are going to practically download and install the softwares that are required for the course. So a powerful digital forensic workstation forms with a backbone of effective investigation. So if you have a computer, we are going to install VirtualBox and then we are going to install softwares that are required for your workstation and digital workstation. Please don't worry, we are going to use the open source platform and the tools that are available for free. You need to understand there are tools that are paid and then there are tools that are free. The open source tools are the tools that are available freely for the public. In this video, we are going to practically install all these softwares and we are going to take a look at them. So, essential forensic investigation resources. Before starting with it, I would like to share few resources where you will be able to interact with forensic investigators and other forensic community. The first one is Blue Cape Security, which has a comprehensive guides for forensic workstation setup and configuration. The second one is the knowledge base. All the links will be available in the description and in the notes with the course. You need to understand that all these are available openly on the internet and you have to interact and get the documentations. You need to go to the website search.org to get authoritative documentation on component specific and standards. Last but not the least, there is a forum called Forensic Focus, which is a community of experts for troubleshooting and advanced techniques. In case if you come across a certain device which is not a regular device, a special device like a printer or a router, and you need to conduct a forensic investigation, you can always follow the community and the experts on the forum which will guide you further. These are some essential forensic resources and links. Now let's move forward. What is a virtual machine? A virtual machine is basically a computer, a virtual computer inside your original computer. Now this is required since we have multiple operating systems. A virtual machine basically uses Hyper-V or VirtualBox. You can use free softwares like VirtualBox to create virtual machines. Operating systems like Linux, Windows and OS X can be installed on virtual systems. This allows you to work with tools that are specially designed only for Linux. In case if you have a Windows system or a OS X, you can install VirtualBox and then use softwares that are designed for Linux and some softwares for Windows. So cross-platform systems can be done. Let's create our own virtual system and we won't be using the server operating system. We are going to use a normal Windows and I'll show you how to download and install VirtualBox. You need to allocate resources, and since we are going to use a system with more than 64 GB of RAM, we are going to allocate at least 16 GB of RAM and 6 CPUs. Depending on your system and workstation, you need to install accordingly. It is recommended to allocate at least 50% of the RAM that you are currently using. You need to configure the network so that you can secure the analysis and isolate the network and use tools that are provided for investigation. So let's take a look at how you can install VirtualBox on your system practically. Step 1 is to learn about virtual machines. So as I told you, virtual machines are computers inside your main computer, but they actually share the resources of your original computer. So what you can do is you can just go on Google and search for virtual machines. Now to create virtual machine, you can use a lot of softwares, one of which is VirtualBox. We also have Parallel and softwares like VMware. We are using VirtualBox because it is quite simple and free to use. So just head over to virtualbox.org and click on the download button. On the left hand side down, you will see the platforms for which VirtualBox is available. And VirtualBox is available for almost all the platforms made by Windows, Linux or Mac OS with Intel and Apple Silicon chipset. So for example, in my case, I'll download it for Mac OS Apple Silicon. Once the download has started, it will usually take some time to download and you just have to install the same. The installation process is also quite simple. You just have to open the setup in case of Windows, whereas in case of OS X, you have to install the software and then open it from the applications folder. Let's take a look at the installation process once the setup has been downloaded. For example, in my case, I'm using OS X and this is how it looks. More or less, the installation is really simple for Windows as well. You just have to click on next, next and you are ready to go. Now let's open VirtualBox. So in my case, I'll just go to VirtualBox and click on open. Once you open the VirtualBox, it is quite simple and the user interface looks same for both Windows OS X. So over here you on the left hand side you have tools menu, then in preferences you can change the language, there's an option to update it and there is an option to change the display. You can import and export the machines and add the machines if you want. You can create a new machine by clicking on add and over here you can select the installation ISO and then there is an option to select operating system and the version. For example, multiple windows are available. The next step is to install essential forensic software. Now this will take some time because this is the first time when you are setting up your forensic computer or forensic investigation workstation. The first one is to install software. In case if you are running Windows, you can install subsystem Linux with Ubuntu. We are going to use open source softwares like Autopsy and softwares like add-on for Autopsy, AM Cache Parser, App Combat Parser and more. Do not worry, I'll be sharing all the links and details as we proceed with the course. The next thing is for specialized investigation. We have certain tools that work with the hard disk and kill disk is something that we are going to use. We are also going to take a look at hex editors and disk editors. Please do not worry, all the evidence should be protected and hence we are going to use kill disk to disconnect all the write blockers. We are going to take a look at all the tools. Now let's move forward and download the tools that are required for the course. Let's practically download it. By the way, all the links and software URLs will be provided in the description or with the course material. Shesha.